Welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, where we bring you a weekly dose of powerlifting news, tips, and training advice with a touch of 80s rock ballads. This podcast is presented by Team Roar Powerlifting, your source of the most comprehensive coaching and meet day preparation. Here are your hosts, Josh Rohr and Lara Sturm.
All right, Josh. It's been a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So yeah, we joined our call here, and then Josh is like, we have a new rule. Anytime we're on this call, we're recording it because a lot of our before and afters are probably the best part of the podcast. Whether or not you choose to believe that, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
So
what it is.
I would say most people probably would agree with that because people only listen to what we actually record. It's like it's got to be better than that.
True. It's got to be. Yeah, well, it's not. So no, maybe it is. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, we live out in the country. We had a rooster die in a horrible way. Got a new rooster this morning. He was here for an hour, and he broke out of our pen and left. And like he was in the woods. He just like left. He like, I don't know where he's going. He was running.
Screw you guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah. And he was a really cool rooster. I was really.
How do you know? You only had him for an hour.
Because he was cool. He was like black and white and
cool
like
looking.
green on his tail. Yeah, he was cool looking. Apparently he was very skittish because I did go out there and watch him for a little bit, and it was clear he was kind of freaking out and just pacing and trying to find a hole that he could fit through. And we're like, well, there really isn't a hole big enough. And even if he did, like what? He's gonna not just run away. He might just hang out in the yard. We've had roosters before that we got, and they, free ranged with the girls for a day, and then at night they went back up with the girls. No, he ran. He fucking ran.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I would like to hear more about your previous rooster that died in a horrible way, because that's just kind of dangling the carrot without giving any graphic information.
Well, we're not sure what got him. It was either probably a raccoon or a possum. We're not sure. I think raccoons are more likely to be predators, but his neck got like destroyed, which is a very raccoony thing. So we took him out, and like we had him his dead body was next to the coop, which is probably not a great place to leave him, but I was like working a lot of hours that day and couldn't deal with him. The next day I came out and his body was gone. And then we found it under our house in the crawl space. Like a serial killer dragged him off into the crawl space of the house. Like, what the hell? Can't make this stuff up. And then we know it might have been a possum because our internet got chewed through. The fiber line, because it's fun to chew glass apparently, got chewed through twice in a week. So like they had to come out, replace our fiber line under the house, and then they came out 2 days later to do it again. They were really happy about that. So now we have pest control coming to trap whatever it is. So TBD, I'll let you know what they catch.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, on that note, happy birthday to Hope Roar. Today's her birthday.
Ooh.
You made no comments about the segue there, like talking about serial killer raccoons.
You're right, I didn't. Because I'm too toasted. My brain is just running a mile a minute, and you just pivoted, and that's just how my brain goes.
I really thought that was a softball lob for you just to go all in on, but no.
Yeah, be like, wait.
All right, well.
Of course. Well, speaking of other serial killers, don't you have a birthday coming up soon?
That's also nice. Yes, I do. Nice. In a couple weeks, yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
So, there you go.
Anyway, powerlifting stuff, huh? So the Georgia State meet registration has closed. It finished with 166 lifters. The schedule Saturday, February 14th is all the women, all the youth lifters, and all the men 52 to 75 kilos. And then Sunday, this February 15th, is all the men 82 and a half to 140 plus kilos. And we did get a third team signed up. The registration for that closed also. So Pioneered Strength, Team Roar, and Augusta Barbell Club are the three teams competing
Mm,
for. I'm not sure what the prize. It said there's a prize pack from Texas Strength Systems for the winning team. So I know last year the prize was a Texas Strength Systems power bar.
mhm.
So I'm not sure what the prize is this year, but I expect it to be something good. So that's cool.
Yeah. And you're guaranteed to take at least third place. So,
Not guaranteed.
no, unless
Math,
all your lifters bomb
ma
out.
Mathematically, if every lifter bombs out, we would score a zero and not actually place
God, don't
third.
even speak that. God,
You said it. You started it.
no, you did.
Well, yeah, I said not necessarily, and then you're the one that
No.
said whatever.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, there's a new meet on the books in Georgia, the USA Powerlifting Classic City Clash. Classic City Clash. Ooh, that's kind of a tongue twister. April 18th in Athens, Georgia. Joel Chong and Gavin Crumpton are running that meet. So,
Nice.
yep.
Haven't heard of them as meet directors. Have they done
Joel
companies
did
before?
one. I'm not sure about
Oh,
Gavin. Joel did
nice.
one last year in 2025, but he did a pretty good job, and I think he's getting his feet wet with meet directing. So we'll see how many he ends up doing this year. But there's right now there's only two meets on the calendar, state meet and this one. But there's always going to be more. Just it's a matter of getting them on the books.
Right. It's kind of off season-ish, if there is off season, but
Yeah.
starting up, right?
Yep.
So, Equipped and Bench Nationals is happening in Appleton, Wisconsin in July.
Wisconsin.
Appleton, Wisconsin, July 11 to 12, with registration opening already.
Yeah, it opened on January 1st, and I am super optimistic about this because there's already 20 people signed up, and it's January, and most people don't sign up until uh,
Good point.
so
Probably
because
last minute.
last year there was less than 100 lifters total. Actually, how many was there? Was there less than 50 last year? No, it was like right around 50 or
Hmm,
60 lifters. Either way, I feel like this is a good sign that there's 20 signed up already, and it's only
hmm,
been open for like a week. So we'll see. I'm still hoping for that like 100 to 150 lifters. I think that'd be pretty cool.
oh, neat. I wonder if all the lifters are from Wisconsin.
Well, funny you should ask. There are only two lifters signed up from Wisconsin.
Hmm, okay.
So, yeah, I think the leading state so far is actually Tennessee with three.
Hmm, go figure. Tennessee.
Yep.
Go Tennessee.
Funny enough, they are all Wade Johnson's athletes. So,
Hmm,
man, so I have to talk to Wade. Like, how do you get your lifters to sign up for meets on time?
they must be scared of
Because
him.
none of my lifters are signed up yet.
Hmm,
Hmm.
yeah, your lifters probably missed the registration for Georgia State Championship.
So funny you say that.
Am I wrong? Please tell me I'm wrong.
No. So everybody that was going to do it did sign up, but there are a few that were saying all along they were doing it, and then something came up for one reason or another, and they did not. So,
Hmm,
but there was also two people that signed up last minute that I was pretty sure were not doing it that did sign up. So
oh,
there you go. Even Steven,
you just don't know.
you never know.
You just don't.
Anyway, so I've been thinking it's a new year, new me. So we're going to talk a little bit about our coaching, I guess. Um, and I don't really go all in on talking about it that much, but it seems like I'm getting more and more messages from people that are just like, for whatever reason, intimidated to ask or they don't want to start. Like one person said they've been like stalking us on social media for like 9 months before they sent their first email. They're like, yeah, we're just intimidated to talk to you because you coached all these lifters or whatever. It's like, yeah, but don't you listen to this podcast and realize how much of a goofball we are? Like, it's not that serious. So anyway, I figured I'd just kind of talk about that a little bit. So, like, if you are looking for like one-on-one coaching, like programming online, like that is something that we do. And we do offer like a free consultation for everybody. So you can hop on a Zoom call, chat with me and figure out if you can tolerate working with me. And, and honestly, I'm not a fit for everybody, but, we're pretty open-minded. The other thing I want to say is like, we don't exclusively work with elite lifters. I think that's another misconception. And you can attest to this. Like, you didn't start as an elite lifter. Oh, funny. I'm going to pause this. I found a video of you squatting. It might have been your first day in the gym.
No way.
Yeah, I can't remember where it was, but I found it on I have an real old video camera that I pulled the disc out of
Yeah.
and put it in my computer and pulled all the files off there. It's pretty crazy. But anyway, my point is this is what you're getting with us. But we work with lifters of all levels, like especially we really like working with beginners because I like the challenge of taking a beginner to that elite level. And not everybody wants to do that or wants to put in that amount of work and effort, and that's fine. But the ones that do, that's a fun challenge for us. So there's two of us that coach. It's Wade Johnson and myself. I primarily program with RPE, and Wade primarily programs with percentages. So we kind of have that, based on your preference and kind of which coach you work with. Both have seen really good results, and yeah, and we're expanding, I guess, in 2026. I guess I'll say Wade has some availability to take on quite a few more athletes, and I have room for like one, maybe two more. But we're also always open to adding another coach if our roster gets full enough and we need somebody. And I already have a couple coaches in mind that are unofficially interested if we do get to that point. And I'm very, very picky about who I let coach. So, we don't just throw random people on the team as coaches and say, "Hey, we're expanding." Like we only do that if we have, really quality coaches that we trust completely. So, yeah, I don't know. Is there anything I'm missing, Laura?
Um, no, I think it was a good point to just know that everybody who starts as a newbie at some point. I mean, you
Yeah,
took me from brand new newbie to world champion, and Amy Pancake, same thing.
yeah.
So I mean, it happens, but I mean, then there are some people that just want to get stronger and don't want to put in that type of work or try to even aspire to that level, which is fine too. But
Yeah, and
get
that's yeah,
stronger.
and we work with lifters like that too. That I
Hmm.
don't want to call them recreation, but their goal is to get stronger and stay healthy and compete for fun, and that's those are great goals. So yeah. And then on the flip side, like we do have like already elite lifters that come to us for whatever reason because they've stalled out on progress or they're starting to get injured. We see, actually a lot of our we seem to attract masters lifters for some reason,
Yeah, it's
you
true.
know
I don't know why.
and well, and I think some of it is just like sometimes you need a fresh perspective, like doing what you've been doing works until it doesn't, and then it's like, okay, now what do I do because what I know doesn't work anymore.
Mhm.
Or what I'm doing is now I'm starting to get hurt because I've developed imbalances or whatever. So sometimes it's just having an outside perspective to troubleshoot some of those things and fix some of the issues that are you've been getting by with that are now presenting themselves as problems.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. All right.
Oh, I like it.
I'm going to ask you, so we'll move on. I'm going to ask you the powerlifting situation today
Okay. All right.
because I want to get your input on this.
I'm ready.
All right. You are one of four lifters in the gym. The other three are all ready to do a set and want you to spot them. Who goes first? Who gets priority? Lifter A. This lifter has been waiting for 10 minutes and is ready to do their top set of bench, so their heaviest set of the day. Lifter B, their knees are wrapped and they're about to hit their last squat warm up set. Or lifter C is the gym owner who is about to do a heavy set of barbell skull crushers to failure and wants to do 2 to 3 additional assisted reps.
Well, it's not C, because if you're the gym owner, I'm sorry. You're the gym owner and you always come last. And I can speak for this because I was a gym owner and that's what happened. And that's just the way it is. So no, it's not C. So of B being knees are wrapped and they're about to hit their last squat warm up, or A has been waiting for 10 minutes and is ready to do their top set of bench. I would actually have them go B and then A. Just because your knees are wrapped, you're going to hit a last squat warm up. It's going to take 2 seconds flat. And if they wait for another minute, it can actually really like degrade what's going to happen next. So if their knees are wrapped, yeah, you kind of wrapped probably a little early if you weren't confirming that you were ready to go. But the weight is, let's do B, and then let's just do A really quick. Top bench.
Yep.
After.
I agree. Anybody that's wrapped up with knee wraps, they have the right of way.
Right.
At the gym.
It's like when you're driving, whoever has the biggest truck wins.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
Like that. I think I got that from you, actually.
You might have. I don't remember. I've said that to a few people before. Not seriously, but kind of serious.
Seriously, but not serious.
It's usually like when you're driving down like a narrow road and there's cars parked on both sides and you have to like pull off to the side to let cars pass and then drive through or whatever. That's my theory is like my truck is bigger than your little car. I have the right of way. And if you want to challenge me on that, go ahead.
Right. You're going to lose.
Right.
Yes. Especially if I don't have stock bumpers in my truck.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't.
Even if you do.
True.
The little plastic bumper on your car is not gonna hold up.
I run over your Prius with my truck.
Yeah, I've actually said that apparently to you, but I have said that multiple times. Like
yes.
Driving those little narrow roads is typically where that comes up. And then our new lifter tip is bring more food and fluids than you think you need to your meet because meets are long, and you always want to make sure that you have stuff to stay hydrated, stay fueled. So easy to digest carbs, electrolytes, and familiar foods is a key one. Something that you have eaten before. You're not trying new things on meat day. Just something that you can eat and stay sustained throughout the day. So that's the new lifter tip.
All right. Well, Josh, I have to probably split out of here early. So,
okay.
Sorry. You can talk amongst yourself if you want, or we can just wrap it up.
Talk amongst yourself.
Talk to yourself about yourself.
I'm good. We can shut it down here.
All right, let's shut it down right here. Stay strong.
All right.
Keep training. Be good.
Later.
Bye now.
And just a friendly reminder, if you are looking for science-based powerlifting programming, look no further than the Team Roar training app. You can find the link to it in the episode description and also get 25% off of your first month using discount code, all capital, PL Ballads Podcast. Happy training.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, please remember to subscribe and share it with your friends.